Welcome to my second guided sitting. This is Dennis Lewis. Find a comfortable posture, yet an erect posture, where you can sense both sit bones equally on the chair or on the cushion or on the floor. You can rock a little forward, a little backward, side to side, until you find a kind of central equilibrium where both sit bones are equally balanced on the sitting surface. Now rest the back of one palm in the open face of the other palm, gently touching your thumbnails together. And be sure to keep that contact through the entire sitting. Now, in our last sitting, we began to explore the awareness of sensation and how being able to sense more of the whole of our body allows us to not be taken in so quickly by our automatic thoughts and our reactive emotions. We'll continue with that work now, but we'll go a little deeper. Sense your feet on the floor, your buttocks on the chair or cushion, and your breathing. Now let that sensation go into all the other parts of your body, not just your feet or legs, but up into the hips, the genitals, lower back, belly, arms, chest, back, neck and throat, up into your face. Really sense, what does your face feel like right now? Is it frowning? Is it tight? Just sense it. Just be aware of it. Sense the back of your head, your ears, all the way up to the top of your head. As much of your whole body as you can be aware of. You just allow that to happen. Impressions coming into your awareness from the whole body. Any thoughts that come, you just let them pass through. Any emotions that arise, let them arise, let them subside. Just be aware. Allow the context of the sensation, of your awareness of the sensation, to include your thoughts and emotions. You see your thoughts and emotions already are freer. They don't grab your attention quite so readily. Now, include your breathing. Notice where it seems to start, where it seems to stop, where there's tension, tightness, openness, and so on. Just observe, notice. You don't try to do anything except to see what's actually true at this moment in your own body, in your own mind. Follow the in-breath. Follow the out-breath. And notice if there's a tiny stop, a kind of pause at the end of the out-breath. We'll go more into that in future sittings, but just notice it for now. In-breath, out-breath, any pause. Do not try to hold your breath or manipulate it in any way. So just spend a few moments now following your breathing in the context of the whole sensation of your body. Let your breath take you inward, your awareness inward, so that you're more open to receiving impressions coming from deeper inside. So, for example, most of us, when we think of sensation, when we think of it, or even when we try to have more sensation of ourselves, we really often get stopped just at the skin and the muscles, and the aches and pains and so on. We're going to go a bit deeper, and the breath will help us with that. Follow your breath inward, both on the inhalation and the exhalation. And you may begin to notice a sensation of your joints, your tendons, your ligaments, even your internal organs. You may begin to sense different densities. Again, don't try to force anything. Just notice the different densities in different parts of your body or different layers of your body. Allow those impressions to come to life. Again, automatic thoughts and reactive emotions will certainly come. You just let them pass through in the context of the entire sensation of your body. Notice how these thoughts and emotions just don't disturb you anymore. As long as you can stay in touch with the sensation of your body. As we go deeper into this sensation, we may notice beneath the skin and the muscles tendons, ligaments, joints, we may notice a kind of fluidity, kind of fluid. Very different density than the bone and muscles. And of course, we come into touch with the different densities of our internal organs. We may not know exactly what they are, but we can sense different densities in the sensation. We continue to allow our attention to be drawn inward with the breath, our awareness to be drawn inward, in touch with the skin, muscles, tendons, ligaments, joints, anything that hurts, doesn't feel quite right, anything that's contracted, or parts of ourselves that are relaxed. They feel good. Just let the impressions come into your awareness of all of this. Following your breathing, both the inhalation and exhalation inside your body. Noticing what tissues it touches. Until you may come to a point, especially if you practice in this way, you will come to a point where you begin to experience under all of this a sort of emptiness, kind of transparency. The words don't matter, but you'll find that as you get closer and closer inside your body to the source of all of these impressions, there's a kind of an emptiness. And let yourself enjoy and appreciate this. In touch now with the whole sensation of your body, as much as you can be aware of, without trying to manipulate anything. Just taking impressions of everything that's going on inside your body, thoughts, emotions, and so on. These impressions can be very enlivening. It's as though they bring a kind of energy with them. Conscious impressions. Just be aware, notice, observe, sense, feel. And inside this vast temple of what we call the body, you notice how your breathing touches all the different parts of yourself. And just let it, the in-breath, the out-breath. Allow your breathing to help awaken awareness of your internal organs, the fluids, the bones, until you come to the point where you realize there's a kind of an emptiness. An emptiness filled with impressions. An emptiness in which a question arises or can arise. Who am I? Not an intellectual question. Not intellectual at all. It seems to come from the very sensation and feeling, especially that sensation, if you like, of emptiness, silence, stillness. Who am I? Who am I? And let go of any special efforts you're making to be attentive and aware. Gradually open your eyes. Allow all the impressions from the outside world to come in the context of the wholeness that you're now experiencing. And we'll stop there. If you enjoyed this podcast, be sure to subscribe. And I look forward to working with you again. Thank you.